Hey everyone, Couch Investor back to another video for today. So it's been a while since I talked about Disney, and I thought after the Wall Street Journal's article today, it might be a good time to revisit this company and its stock. Now, revisiting its stock is very interesting right now because the last time I touched on this, I made this very beautiful artwork here where basically you could see that around $88 to $85 or so, we have rebounded pretty strong the last three times. One back in 2016, the other one back in 2020, then the last one at the end of 2022. And it seems like right now we might be doing the same thing. It all depends on what happens with the next earnings report, which in my opinion will not be as good as some are expecting. And maybe that's why the stock price has been down for a while. The negative scenario is basically priced in. Now, there is way more to the story than that. So I first want to touch on an analyst comment that was made at the end of June, and you will see the correlation to the Wall Street Journal's article. So an analyst, Brandon Nispel, said that there are 5 reasons to step aside, including the fact that expectations for Parks business appear high, and there are worries over stalled subscriber growth for Disney direct-to-consumer business, which is of course something we have seen in the past earnings report. More on that a bit later. Now, they also said with the attendance data they are seeing and per cap spending at 2% in the fiscal second quarter, we can't say for certain attendance and per caps trends will stay positive. And so, a little introduction. How much does it cost to go to Disney World in 2023, 2024? We're here on Mouse Hacking. And the writer was very nice to put 2 examples in his article. So the expensive trip and the budget family. So, as you can see, it is not cheap at all to go to Disney World anymore. Between $8,298 to $11,378 for the expensive trip. Then if we talk about the budget one, $3,500 or $6,200. So you might already understand where I'm going with this. I've said in the past, and we've seen the results in past earnings reports, right? Parks have been making the reports much better than they actually are because, well, prices have gone up and parks were pretty full at all times. Now, I did say that this story will not last for long because as you price out your core fan base more and more, you will see the negative effect happen sooner rather than later. And so now we're reaching the point where this is exactly happening. So Wall Street Journal, Disney World hasn't felt this empty in years. Shorter wait times for rides and more discount offers are signs of thinning crowds at the theme parks. Of course, you can also say that this is not just a business thing, but maybe also a political thing with everything that's been happening with Disney and their movies and everything in Florida could also be one of the reasons. And again, the movies that have come out from Disney in the last couple of months have really not been that great. Now, I do want to say that Secret Invasion has been pretty okay so far, so I'll give them that. But overall, since the end of Marvel, since the end of, well, Endgame, I think Disney has gone downhill when it comes to content. So back to the Wall Street Journal. They say here Disney executives have said they have expected weaker earnings from their US parks this year. The Orlando area resort is even offering hotel discounts around Christmas, typically a peak period. Now, park visitors in recent weeks have had significantly lower wait times to get on rides, according to data from Touring Plans, a company that tracks wait times at major amusement parks, including Disney World and Disneyland in California. Industry analysts say shorter wait times generally correlate with smaller crowds. And they give us this nice little graph here, lighter wait times at Disney. So you can see the average wait times at the 4 Walt Disney World parks on July 4th for the last couple of years. The average posted wait time at the Magic Kingdom Park in Florida, which has had special fireworks display on July 4th, was 27 minutes this year for the holiday, down from 31 minutes in 2022 and 47 minutes in 2019. Of course, one of the reasons might be the weather as well. Extreme heat or heavy rains could be one of the reasons. But they say here Disney has also intentionally thinned crowd at parks, aiming to improve the park experience for a smaller number of visitors who will spend more money. Again, it's about money, but you are basically alienating out a core audience. And last thing here, which I think is one of the reasons why we see cruise stocks go much higher, from what we're seeing with our bookings, that pent-up demand has somewhat transitions to cruises and Europe when we talk about, well, people maybe switching from going to tier parks to going to cooler places, to going on boats or Europe. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not. We're trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so thank you very much. And if you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Now let's have a quick look at the state of the company. So the company has a market cap of $161 billion. As you can see in the last 3 years, well, the stock has peaked in March of 2021, and since then it has basically been cut in more than half. Now, valuation-wise, it's not even that cheap right now. 20.5 times PE in the next 12 months. Of course, with the ramping up of the streaming division, they are taking a hit when it comes to profitability, and that's one of the main reasons why the stock has taken a hit as well. Ramping up the streaming business has not been as easily as they thought. Now, if we look at the estimates for next quarter, it's expected revenue to grow 3.76%. If we look at EPS gap, that's down 24.3%, or EPS adjusted, that will be up 14.78%. Over the next coming years, sales is expected to grow between 8 and 5% for fiscal year 24 and 25. That will be closer to 5 and 6%. Then if we look at EPS for fiscal year 2023, growth 10% there. Fiscal year 2024, the market clearly expects profitability to become much better because we see growth of 34.8%, and then fiscal year 2025, 21.23%. Of course, these numbers might change as analysts and the market see that the business is not really becoming much better. And don't forget, we're getting dividends back. Now, a quick reminder from last quarter. So as you can see, Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution only grew 3% year over year. But if you look at Disney Parks Experiences and Products, that increased 17% year over year. And this is also one of the reasons why operating income has been pretty good for them when it comes to parks. That increased 23%. But where's the issue here? The issue is with Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution, that was down 42%. Now, if we scroll even lower and we go to Disney Plus, that basically total Disney Plus decreased 2% year over year. But on the flip side, because they increased the prices of their subscription, we can see that average monthly revenue per subscriber has increased basically across the board. Now, of course, it remains to be seen what the churn rate will be. If the content isn't great, why would users continue to pay for that service? On the flip side, it's still Disney, so for your kids, maybe they do still love the old Disney movies, who knows, and they're happy to pay the price. So overall, right now, if we go purely from a trade standpoint, yes, I do think that right now we're in a range where risk-reward wise, I think the reward is bigger than the risk. But for the long term, there's still a lot of work ahead of it when it comes to the rebound of the whole Disney business. Remains to be seen what happens throughout the second half of the year. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.